Yes, welcome to another FeyanCnCtv. Today we're watching a 3 versus 3 battle on the map Bastion. We have our 3 players on the top. We'll start with the one on the left. It is Nick, known as Nix, playing as the vanilla GDI, going straight to the blue Tiberium. Very smart move from Nick, his ally. Right next to him is Feyan, who went random, he's getting the vanilla GDI, sending infantry really quick to the middle. He wants this middle position so you can have a hold on this middle part with all these Tiberium spikes. We have his third ally. It is the Steel Talons player, Vice, as the pink Steel Talons. Right below Vice, it is the, what is this, purple player, Jimmy, going as Zocom. Let's take a look if that's true. That is true. So we'll have the yellow player, Jimmy's ally. It is Daniel, going as the vanilla GDI. Oh, quick move. It's an early rush from our teal player, Matthew, going as the Traveler 59. Matthew going for a disintegrator rush on the left side of this map. Nick placing beacons saying, aliens are coming! Aliens are attacking us. Matthew going strategically on the south, on the left side, so he'll try to avoid detection. Let's see what our players are doing. Feyan is countering with APCs. He's getting the APCs ready. Okay, Matthew doesn't go to the fully top side, but he decides to go in now. Feyan countering with APCs. Let's take a look. Feyan and Nick have harvesters on the blue tib. Looks like Feyan will lose one harvester hit. And Feyan is going around. He's skirting them. But they're on his harvester and he loses a harvester. So Matthew is successful in taking out one harvester of Feyan. Feyan's war factory is out of power right now. Will Feyan lose an engineer? Very successful first rush of Matthew, slowing Feyan down. Feyan looks like he's making another harvester, but he loses his first harvester, so that is a big blow for him in the beginning because he lost a lot of money, of course, making all these infantry to send them to the middle. Matthew's small disintegrator group still alive. Still alive. I think it's about a quarter of his original group. He's gonna lose more over here. Feyan has men in the buildings. Garrisoned. Okay, they dwindled down the force. Alright, Matthew building up. He's got his portal down. It cost him a lot of money to do that rush. So Feyan and Nick building up. Feyan struggling with cash in the beginning. Vice also at the blue Tiberium. Vice dropped down some base defense. He doesn't want to see those disintegrators running around in his base. Let's take a look at what Jimmy's doing. Jimmy and Matthew putting down refineries at the blue Tiberium. Very smart. Let me slow down my mouse a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a tad. There we go. The disintegrators of Matthew, just a handful are still alive. Jimmy dropping down, watchtower up here to maybe prevent infantry from Vice to come and scout him. Jimmy drops a foxhole over here just to keep an eye on that expansion over there. Feyan takes the middle building. Feyan has one Tiberium spike. Does he have more? He has some garrison buildings. Engineer was killed over here by Feyan's garrison building right in the middle. Here we go. Matthew's gonna go again. Matthew moving his drone ship. Matthew doing a lot of moves in the beginning. Matthew wants to get closer to this blue Tiberium. He's sending infantry just to hold this position for him. Feyan beacons over here and tells Nick to get into this bunker. This bunker is strategic. Vice is beaconing and saying, what is this mutant hovel? Should I get it? Is this useful? And Feyan is beaconing over here. He says we have to watch this area. because Matthew already ran through here, so we have to keep an eye on this area. Make sure that nothing sneaky gets past them. Okay. So the game's just building up slowly but surely. Daniel taking this bottom right side. He took the expansion point, making infantry. He wants to get into these buildings. Rocket men, that's very smart. Matthew beaconing over here. Don't know what he's saying. He must be saying something like, maybe there's harvesters here, we have to kill those harvesters. There's some buzzers, Matthew over here, just to keep an eye on this area. But you see, that's why you needed to take these bunkers. There, and he's gonna move to the left again. He's gonna lose his buzzers. He'll lose his buzzers. Nick has made APCs now. Fan's middle structure is under fire now. See how far these rocket soldiers can shoot. I also didn't know that they could shoot this far. It's really far. Doesn't look like anyone is going for these tib spikes in the middle. It's only Feyan who took one. He didn't take any more. Feyan has got 2 tib spikes. Feist has Titans on the field. Slow moving Titans, but very powerful once they start their march towards the enemy. Let's take a look at what Jimmy's doing. Jimmy's got 1 hammerhead out. The first of many. Matthew has seeker tanks on the field. Jimmy with a crane out. Jimmy wants to increase that production speed. Second hammerhead on the field. Shatterers coming out. Matthew's got just a few units up here just to keep eyes on this narrow pathway, just to know if his opponents are going to come through here. Nick, very smart, sending in his APCs right on the side. Nick's going to go for a scout. These are a lot of scouts though from Nick. Matthew relying on those disintegrators to be the main damage for his army. Looks like Feyan sent out his men out of this garrison building, and he inserted them in the building right next to Daniel. So Daniel is not firing on this building, but he wants to make sure this middle building gets taken out. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at everyone's harvester count. 1, 2 over here, 4 Matthew, 1 for Daniel over here. Blue Tiberium's already gone. The blue Tiberium's already gone here as well. Feyan's got he's got a force of tier 1 units already on the field. APCs and Predator tanks. So does Nick. Alright. Battle marker on the left side. You see how these bunkers were so crucial. But these buzzers, they expel these infantry and kick them out. So Nick felt that buzz off the buzzers. Here we go, battle markers over here. It's just this exchange of rockets and bullets. Vice continuing to build up his Titans. He has Wolverines. He doesn't have any anti-air though. But Vice does already have a strong ground force. Vice slowly building up that power. Let's take a look. Nick already taking out some alien life. Does Nick have things? He has infantry in here. Okay, Nick is gonna encounter some force here. Matthew says, stay out of my base. It's my base. Get out of here. Matthew already has quite a number of units on the ground. He wants to catch Nick on the other side. Shoots on the APCs. Nick's gonna lose his APCs, but Nick did draw first blood over here. Here we go. This looks like Feyan already. Feyan is moving slowly. They need a hold on this left side. That's what they're trying to do. Daniel is continuing to kill off Feyan's infantry. Daniel is building an infantry force over here. Let's see what Daniel... Okay, Daniel also has Predators and APCs on the field. AP ammo not yet upgraded. He's on tier 3. Let's see who else has tier 3. Jimmy has tier 3. Jimmy has an airfield, of course, already. Has his choppers already done some work. I didn't see any battle markers yet. Alright, Feist has his first behemoth on the field, making rocket men for the anti-infantry. Very good, Vice. Feyan's got these 2 APCs here, I don't know why. Feyan is already moving now. Okay, so it looks like Feyan and Nick are combining their forces. No railguns yet for Feyan. No railguns yet for Nick. Feyan does have the AP ammo. Does Nick also have AP ammo? Nick also has AP ammo, so they can contend. Ah, Jimmy sent his helicopters over here to reinforce this front line of Matthew. So it's Jimmy and Matthew versus Feyan and Nick on this left side. This is gonna be a good clash. It's gonna be a good test of strength. Here we go. Here we go. The hammerheads ready to fire off bullets. There they go. Strong. Look how strong that is. Okay, the first plasma discs are fired. They're just poking each other, testing each other's strength. These 2 APCs are just a little bit too far forward. They might not have enough anti-air. Feyan and Nick, Feyan's tanks are getting peppered from the air, but Feyan is attacking the secret tanks just to soften up the front line of Matthew. Rockets fly from the air from the hammerheads. Jimmy's just circling around, trying to take out as many Predator tanks as he can. Feyan is trying to maneuver with his APCs. These buildings are such a hindrance. Here we go. Matthew drops a storm column over here. Wants to reinforce his front line. He has to protect his harvesters and his blue Tiberium. So they fought off the attack of Feyan and Nick for now, because they have moved back. And it looks like they're moving forward slowly. They do have to take care of the storm column. Matthew and Jimmy are defending well. Jimmy hasn't lost any helicopters yet. I don't think he has lost any helicopters yet. Jimmy is doing some good work with these hammerheads. Alright, disintegrators on the field now. Feyan does have APCs, and the APCs are trying to thin out the disintegrators. The disintegrators are moving forward, but getting killed by the bunches. They're all falling. But Feyan and Nick, they just keep on moving forwards and back. They know this is just heavy resistance. Matthew also moving forward and back. He has to be careful not to overextend, because Feyan and Nick will just keep replenishing their numbers, even though it's slowly. Nick already posted a war factory over here and bringing out more anti-air, more slingshots. Feyan trying to move forward. He wants to try to take a couple of sneaky shots, but he's too far. He overextended. This is the mistake that you shouldn't make. The storm column will kill you from afar, and this other APC is gonna die right here. There it is. The storm column strikes him down like Thor, the god of thunder. Here we go. Hammerheads ready to do their work. Feyan gonna try to move around and stay away from these buildings, because these buildings are such a blockage of your fire, your range of firing. Matthew also makes a line over here. He makes gun walkers. These gun walkers are not really necessary in this fight right now, because Feyan and Nick don't have infantry. Okay, Feyan and Nick are gonna move slowly forward. Their APCs trying to take out these disintegrators. If they just attack and clash right now without Jimmy's interference, then the North team will win. And Feist moves it. And Feist gets ready to move forward. He has his Marv. Full 4 engineers in there. So that's a meat tank Marv again. Alright. So now this is Jimmy. So Jimmy's base is gonna take heavy fire from Matthew. Or from Vice. It looks like Vice also made MRTs just for that repairing ability, and he'll be able to repair his behemoths and his Marv. He needs to put his Marv all the way in front. Vice is light. He's light on the anti-air. He doesn't have any anti-air because his rocket soldiers are all the way in the back. He needs to send his men forward. Looks like Jimmy's here. Jimmy's here with the Shatterer tanks. Alright, Feyan is beaconing. Feyan is saying we have to move back a little bit more. Just move back a little bit more. Hexapod is on the field for Matthew to reinforce his front line. He's sending his drone platform, maybe to make base defense over here. Matthew drops down an extractor. No. He put it down here so he can expand too. But I don't understand why he didn't expand down here. Matthew should have expanded down here. Yeah, so Feyan is beaconing in the middle, and he's telling his allies, guys, why don't you take these Tiberium spikes. There's so many spikes not taken yet. Send engineers over there. Alright, the fight has broken out already against Vice and Jimmy. Jimmy sending choppers to take down the behemoths of Vice. Vice doing his best, sending his Marv. He has positioned his Marv perfectly right here in front, but Vice has very little anti-air, so he's gonna take so much damage from these hammerheads, and that's why he's moving back. He's moving back because he doesn't have any anti-air. He's losing a lot of numbers. He's losing a lot of numbers. Jimmy has the upper hand right here because he can just fly around unchallenged. No rockets. Okay, now there are a couple of rockets, and now Jimmy has to move back with his choppers or he's gonna lose them. Looks like he's gonna lose them. Is he still gonna take down one more Titan? Okay, Jimmy's losing numbers now. 2 choppers left. Is he making more choppers? Jimmy has no choppers, but he does. Daniel's backing him up with juggernauts. Where's Daniel's army? Ah, Daniel has a lot of infantry over here. Daniel's just slowly trying to help left and right. Daniel's main army of tier 1s is on the left side. He's gonna try to help Matthew because Matthew looks like Matthew only has this hexapod and these disintegrators. He has a handful of tripods. These are powerful though. No upgrades yet on the tripods. Feyan and Nick bunching up their armies over here. They need to continue this pressure. They need to keep it on so that Matthew cannot expand. Matthew did miss this. He did miss this though, so this is a mistake over there. Vice has also not expanded here to the backside. Feyan has expanded to the backside. Let's just check everyone's money right now. Take a quick peek. Feyan's money, very low. Matthew has money. Here we have, okay, the fight on the right side. Get this out of the way. This Marv. Ooh, this Marv is taking heavy damage. This Marv is overextending. It's overextending. Vice might lose his Marv. His Marv is overextending. He should do the D move right now. I think Vice might lose his Marv. He needs to send his Marv back. Use the D move. Oh, Jimmy. Oh, your zone troopers falling to their death because Vice now has the aid of slingshots. Ah, this Marv. Is it gonna fall? He might lose this Marv. He needs to send these MRTs forward a bit more. I think Vice will lose his Marv. Oh, I think Vice might... Oh, no. He might save his Marv with the help of these MRTs. These MRTs are overextending. They're moving too far forward. They're moving too far forward, and the slingshots are too far back. The slingshot... Oh, Vice loses his Marv. Vice loses his Marv. Heavy blow for Vice. Ah, Vice must be... He must be hitting himself right now. He must be kicking himself. The Marv was sent too far forward. Daniel's here to help, but he only has a single Juggernaut. It's just that one Juggernaut that saved the day. Feyan is beaconing, and he's saying, Vice, move back. Move back. You're overextending. You hardly have any anti-air. You only have 2 slingshots. Already heavily damaged. Cultists from Matthew. He's gonna try to take maybe a behemoth. Yes. Let's see. If this cultist... Oh, this cultist takes one behemoth. This cultist takes a behemoth. Very sneaky of Matthew. That's a very good defense, by the way. And Vice is also... No, Feyan is beaconing over here. Vice, take over this field. Vice, take over this field. You have to expand to that field. Ah, this one behemoth. Mind controlled by the cultists. Is he gonna stay here, or is he gonna be sent back to Jimmy's front line over here? Jimmy sending hammerheads again forward to do as much damage as they can. Is there anti-air over here to stop him? There is some anti-air forcing Jimmy to go back. Jimmy has to be sent back. Alright, battle markers in the middle. Whose are these slingshots? These slingshots are Nick. I think Nick moved to the right to help Vice, but Nick is encountering a lot of heavy opposition from these garrison structures and from all these rocketmen. Daniel hasn't used these rocketmen yet. Battle markers because of the lightning spike. It's been quiet on this left hand side, but I expect this battle to start soon. Storm column dropped here from Matthew. Matthew also expecting a giant clash right now or anytime soon. Feyan is beaconing. He's saying, Vice, hurry up and get this Tiberium field. It's not taken yet. Battle marker over here. It's that behemoth. That behemoth continuing. Oh, A heroic missile squad for Vice. He needs to keep these men alive. He needs to really keep them alive. They keep on crawling because they're under fire. That is their downside though. Battle markers in the middle. Nothing going on here. Looks like Feyan has taken more tib spikes because his allies didn't take any more. So Feyan just went ahead and took over tib spikes. Okay, here we go. Here we go. No, it's just disintegrators. I don't know why Matthew did that. Maybe he just did that to scout and see how much enemy is up here. Here we go. Battle markers all over here. Feyan getting... I think Feyan did a misclick. He sent these APCs to go help Vice, but all his APCs are going to be killed by Jimmy's garrison forces. Feyan losing all of his APCs. I think he might have one, but these will definitely fall. Look at that. Okay, Vice is ready for round 2. I think it's round 3, maybe. He's got mammoth tanks to help him out. He needs slingshots in this group though. He needs slingshots because he already has enough behemoths. You need slingshots. Vice expanding to this tib field. So Vice has to go to his 2nd or 3rd tib field. Here we go. And the battle has started here on the left side. Matthew is forcing Feyan and Nick to move back. Let's just turn the camera. This is a better vantage point. Here we go. The hexapod has reached the front line. The tripods shooting their beams. Heavily powered beams smacking these predator tanks up. But these predator tanks also have their rail guns. And these rail gonna hurt you. Smacking these annihilated tripods, but these tripods are very durable, very powerful. Oh look, this one is holding on by an alien butt hair. Look. One shot from Nick's juggernauts, forcing Matthew to go back. Matthew is doing well though, because Matthew is holding off 2 armies on his own. Okay, looks like Feyan, this is all Feyan's force right here. Feyan's full force. Preds, APCs, Feyan's ready for the rumble in the Bastion jungle. Here we go. Vice is also ready for his rumble. Feyan's tip spikes are under heavy fire. Feyan will lose these unless he sends something to kill these guys. Feyan makes an airfield. I lost track of these super weapons. So we have 4 super weapons in the game. Daniel has 1. At 3 minutes, Jimmy has 1, Feyan has 1, and Nick has 1. As soon as these super weapons start going off, especially these 2, we're gonna have all-out war, all-out chaos on this battlefield. Here we go. This behemoth is still alive. It will drop now. It will drop. This might give Vice an opportunity to send an engineer and take this. Vice is moving slowly forward. Vice has a very, very well-balanced army over here. This will be a very hard nut to crack because Vice has heavy firepower at the back. He's got anti-infantry, he's got anti-air. He's a bit light on the anti-air though. Okay, Shatterer tanks using that sonic power. Okay, Jimmy's over here. These slingshots gotta get into power or into position, but Jimmy is doing his best with these hammerheads. He's light on the hammerheads though. I expected more hammerheads because it's only 4 and he's gonna lose 1. He only has 3 left. Shattered tanks doing their best. Help from Daniel with the sonic emitter. Let's turn the camera around. Here we go. The base defense will have to be called into action over here. Vice pushing forward. Vice will push forward. I have to follow 2 battles on 2 areas because Daniel has moved his very powerful Marv. His meat shield Marv. He's also moved it over here. We're gonna take a look. This wall is just dividing these 2 armies, these 3 armies. I expect Matthew to move forward here. Daniel to move forward on the right. Ooh, Feyan might be sandwiched. Let's take a look again over here. Fire, shells fly back and forth. Bullets from the air, killing, attacking this mammoth tank, and this mammoth tank sustain all this damage and live. It has so much armor, but where's the anti-air of Vice? Vice only has 1 single slingshot. He has MRTs that he can send a bit more forward to heal up this behemoth. His mammoth tank is still alive. Vice, alright, here we go. So the fight has started over here with the Marv of Daniel. Right in the fight. It's here firing off. It's heavy beams, killing units of Feyan and Nick. The fight has begun. Ladies and gentlemen, here on the side, is there gonna be a sandwich? There's gonna be a sandwich. Subway should be happy with this fight. And Feyan is focusing. He's focusing fire on this Marv. This Marv, even though it has so much healing, it looks like it's gonna fall. It looks like it's gonna fall, but Feyan is taking heavy damage on the side. Matthew hitting him hard from the south side. Matthew smacking Feyan's units up on the south side. The Marv of Daniel falls. Daniel still has a handful of units, handful of tier 1s. Feyan turns his attention to the army of Matthew. These tripods, will they stamp? Will they stamp all over Feyan's? Yes, they will. Yes, they will. Feyan has to use this D move, has to move all his units back, but Feyan's not doing that. So Feyan will have heavy damage, heavy casualties. Look at this battle. Beams, railguns flying across. Ooh, and Matthew does, what's this called again? I forgot. He does the phase. He does the phase option right on the right time on his hexapod. So his phase will have to force Feyan and Nick to go all the way back. Nick is here now with choppers. He is getting some smacks from this APC, but Feyan has to move his entire army back. Matthew also phased two tripods, so Feyan has to kill these tripods, and he has to wait until this phase move has worn off. But Nick is doing now heavy damage with his choppers. Feist is pushing forward too, but Feist is getting heavy hits from these hammerheads that are going veteran. This one is almost heroic. Feist has to take this out. Oh, Jimmy's gonna lose one. Oh, he's gonna lose that one. That almost went heroic, but Jimmy does a good job here. Stops. This is incredible work from Jimmy, that Jimmy was able to stop this entire army. That's a good job from Jimmy. That is commendable. Very, very commendable. Nick and Feyan just frantically trying to kill this Eradicator, but it's still phased. But as soon as the phase wears off, this Eradicator is gonna die in 2 seconds. Where's the follow-up? Juggernauts here from Daniel to hold this line. This game, these matches have been epic also on Bastion. Here, just middle position. Feyan is just doing good work here because he had these Tiberian spikes. These were not taken. These at the bottom were not taken by Matthew or Daniel or Jimmy, so that's their mistake. Feyan is just leaving this. He doesn't have time. He doesn't have time to protect these tip spikes. He will get a blow to his economy though, because these will give him a lot of money. Here we go. Feist is just pushing forward. Feist still has 2 behemoths in the game. He is pushing forward and he's hurting Jimmy. Jimmy has lost all of his structures here at front. Jimmy would be best to move your con yard, move it backwards. Another fight has started over here. So, okay, the hexapod died, missed that. So Feyan and Nick are pushing forward again. Nick from the air, Feyan from the ground. Feyan has a lot of infantry over here. All of Daniel's pred tanks. There is no protection against infantry and no protection against air. So Daniel, all these predator tanks, all going to the graveyard. Here we go. Feyan is just holding this line. He does have Firehawks over here. I guess these Firehawks, in 30 seconds, we're gonna have the first super weapon thrown. Daniel has 10 seconds. I wonder where Daniel's gonna throw that. Here we go. Behemoths. Behemoths of Vice are taking hits. Daniel is hitting Vice heavily from his backside. There you go. Vice losing all of his behemoths. The behemoths drop. Good move from Daniel, just to kill off the strongest units of Vice. Take a look at what this is. Feyan is forced to move backwards because Matthew has pushed forward again. Matthew's got his tripods over here, but the tripods won't last long. There's just so many rocket fire over here. Oh, okay. Daniel hit, and he threw his ion cannon over here, trying to kill Feyan's army, but he might just take 3 units. How many units will he take? He takes 3 units. He takes 2. Oh, he also kills a Juggernaut, or a Firehawk. He also kills a Firehawk. That emboldens Matthew. Is Matthew gonna move forward again? No. The larger part of Feyan's army is still intact. Where's Nick? Nick's choppers should be doing some... Nick's choppers are over here, taking out this extractor. Oh, Nick has a heroic hammerhead. That's so good for Nick right now, but not good for Matthew. Matthew has no anti-air. to contend with these helicopters. We have another ion cannon of Jimmy. Where's he gonna throw that ion cannon? Is Jimmy gonna throw his ion cannon? We have 30 seconds until the next super weapon. Okay, Feyan is beaconing over here. He says you have to take out this storm column, Nick. I have to just move around to see where... Okay, here it is, right on Nick's base. Nick has to suffer this ion cannon. Nick is gonna lose his airfield though. He's gonna lose his airfield. He's gonna lose his tier 2 power plant. Let's see what gets destroyed. Yep, airfield's gone. Ah, Nick lost also all of his hammerheads that were over here. Feyan's Firehawks. Feyan has, I think, full Firehawks. I'm not sure if he's used it yet. Okay, Feyan and Nick just pushing forward over here. Feyan has no anti-infantry. He has no anti-infantry. The tanks of Daniel are also here. He has a significant amount of Predator tanks. Feyan just trying to hold on with these missile squads. He has a lot of missile squads. He is taking hits from the juggernauts of Daniel. Daniel might be able to stop this attack from Feyan. I think Daniel will stop this attack from Feyan because Daniel has a lot of firepower over here. Nastiness. Absolute nastiness from Daniel. Look at this. Daniel taking revenge. Here we go. And this is Daniel's part of this match right now. This is Daniel's part of this match right now. But Daniel will lose his infantry over here to these Wolverines. Vice not beaten yet. He was beaten back, but he's not out of this game. Here we go. There's a battle marker over here. Feyan just amassing his army again on this left side. I think Feyan from everyone. Look, this field has not been taken yet. So this might be the crucial mistake of this match from our team on the south. They didn't take this field. Jimmy didn't take this field either. They're still, see, all of the top fields are already taken. So it means the team on the north, they did a better economy job than the team on the south. And maybe that gave them the edge to win this match. Feyan is going to lose another harvester to these infantry. Feyan should just send some choppers and kill these men or send APCs. He's leaving them for now. Choppers from... Who's this? Jimmy. Jimmy's doing some hit and runs. I think Jimmy did a heavy damage on this harvester of Nick. Feyan's just here. Holding the line, but he is getting hit. Daniel should just move. Daniel should move these juggernauts forward. Daniel should just keep moving the juggernauts forward and he will force Feyan back. Feyan has reinforced his line with a couple of APCs though because he realized he didn't have any anti-infantry. Daniel has enough here to beat back Feyan's entire army. He has enough to beat back Feyan's entire army. Here we go. Nick's ion cannon. Where's Nick gonna throw that ion cannon? Where's Nick gonna throw his ion cannon? Where did you throw that, Nick? Where did you throw that? Vice will continue to move forward. He is taking a little break over here. Taking a little break. Here we go. Fight. Oh, Nick has thrown his ion cannon on the perfect spot. Maybe if he threw it a little bit more on the left, but this is a perfect spot. He'll take out a couple of juggernauts. Oh, all of Matthew's army. This one move of Nick is maybe what won them the game. I think this one move is the move that won them the game. Because the army of Matthew and the army of Daniel, they had enough. They had enough to stop this army. But now Nick can come in with his choppers and kill the rest of these juggernauts. So this one ion cannon throw was a game changer. It was maybe the game winner. So now Daniel has no protection for his juggernauts. These juggernauts might be able to take out a couple of units. Feyan has a heroic missile squad. Let's take a look. He has 2 heroic missile squads. So these missile squads will be able to take out everything here. Heroic. There are a lot of missile squads over here from Daniel. Daniel is sending all his missile squads forward. So Feyan will lose all of his vehicles over here. Feyan has to send more anti-infantry. But Daniel and Matthew, they're fighting for all their worth. They want this area back. They took a big hit over here. Was another ion cannon fired? I missed that. Oh, Feyan's Firehawk is taken by a cultist. This is such a sneaky move. Such a sneaky move from Matthew. There was... Oh, a cultist. Here it is. But the cultist died, I think? Yeah, the cultist died. Here we go. Vice is here again. Vice with his steel talon push. Vice is showing his talons now. Showing those claws. Vice is saying, this area is mine. This is mine. Feyan is here fighting again. He has a lot of infantry, have all become heroic, or many of them have become heroic, but Daniel says, I can also become heroic. But he needs to send out, or send back his men, because Feyan has a lot of APCs now on the front line. He's got 5 APCs to try to contend with this force. Feyan is sending out snipers on this front field to also counter all of this infantry. Feyan is beaconing. Feyan is beaconing. Feyan is saying, why don't you take these Tiberian spikes? We can still take some. Matthew still fighting with rockets. Daniel is a guitar player, so he's trying to rocket. Okay. Okay, Feyan so it's rockets against rockets. Rockets against rockets. There's just one tripod over here that tries to make the difference. Feyan and Nick already have enough to end this match. They should just move forward with their teams. Looks like Feyan. Oh, there you go. Feyan bombed something. Okay, Feyan's gonna bomb something. There you go. Feyan goes for the tech lab. Oh, he doesn't have enough. He doesn't have enough for the tech lab. Doesn't have enough. He might lose one Firehawk. No, he doesn't. There's not enough anti-air over here. Vice could just... Okay, Vice is moving forward. Slowly but surely, Vice is destroying this right side of this map. Vice is doing a good job over here. Oh, Jimmy's also doing a good job. Jimmy just coming and killing. Look at this. Look at all these refineries over here. So you see here that the team on the north, they really did a good job on economy. Vice was... Yeah, Vice expanded, and because he put his MCV here, Feyan could also drop some... Feyan even dropped 3 refineries over here. They took this field up top here. This one field, now it's seen by Matthew. He saw this too late. Matthew should have taken this, and should have taken this earlier. If he set up a base over here, he could have made more base defense on this side, and maybe was able to hold off. If he put 2 storm columns over here, then those already could have made a difference in holding Feyan back. There is a little standoff over here. There's a little breather room. Jimmy just continuing his hammerhead onslaught over here, dropping a harvester of Feyan. Jimmy taking out this other harvester of Nick. So Jimmy will do a lot of damage over here. Jimmy is taking fire from these AA batteries. Feyan is dropping AA batteries. He has 2 already on the field. That's the only way to counter. Feyan is also sending APCs back. He's sending all his APCs back. Looks like Feyan is taking that threat of Jimmy very seriously. Here we go. Battle marker, because it's Vice. Vice, his slow-moving army. Vice doesn't have any anti-air, so if Jimmy swings around, he can take out all of these behemoths. Look at these behemoths, man. Look at these behemoths, man. This is Vice's forte. Vice will just come with behemoths and kill everything. Incredible. Jimmy's here. Jimmy's doing good damage over here. He's gonna take out this crane. He's gonna take out this power plant, I think. Are there more? Ooh, Feyan loses. Feyan loses power, so all of his AA batteries are offline. How much damage is Jimmy still gonna do? Feyan is moving his army already here to the left. Slowly but surely, but Jimmy's the only one doing effective work right now. Ooh, Jimmy should have taken out this tier. Okay, Jimmy wants to take out this barracks to prevent infantry from coming out, anti-air from coming out over here. Jimmy's doing heavy damage with his choppers. There's no anti-air here to challenge him. Where are Feyan's APCs? He sent them over here, but where are the APCs? No APCs yet, so Jimmy can just keep on killing things. Where are Feyan's APCs? I already saw this image before. Oh well. Deja vu. Okay, Jimmy's just killing everything over here. This is Jimmy on the rampage. This is Jimmy on the rampage. We have to create that song. Jimmy, 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 a man of the... What is it? Midnight? Midnight. Here we go. Jimmy's killing everything. Feyan is saying, come on guys, we need to kill this. We need to kill these... Here we go, but Vice is already here. Vice, slow moving, will kill the base of Daniel. Vice has already killed most of Jimmy's base. Right here, let me just take a sip of my coffee, because this match is nearing 40 minutes. Here we go. Vice doing good jobs. Oh, look, Fan is helping Vice too. Bam! Fan with his Firehawks. He only has 2 left. Does he have more? Fan's Hammerheads are Fan's APCs are finally here, but Jimmy, I think he's already gone. Ooh, Jimmy missed this part though, but there's hardly any Tiberium here to call this an economy. Ooh, Vice's Marv almost tilted over. What's this? What's this? It's a carry. Oh no, yeah. Is Jimmy back in his own base? Jimmy has enough to kill all of this. Actually, Jimmy sent his choppers out a bit too late. Oh, he will. Let's see. Oh, this one slingshot, this one heroic slingshot has saved the day and continues this barrage from Vice. This MCV is going to fall. You might as well sell the MCV. This one slingshot of Vice. Wow, at saving the day. Vice doesn't have enough to take out this. So you see, 5 Hammerheads is not enough to take out a heroic slingshot. Fan's already here with his army, pushing forward. He's driving Matthew into a corner. Vice is beaconing. Vice is saying, look at my impending victory. My victory is at hand. Vice can already see the finish line because there's nothing here to stop Vice. He's just rolling to victory. He is Tom Cruising to victory. So Feyan and Nick are also doing good work here on the left side, slowly suffocating their opponents, just taking out the few units that are coming to meet them on the field. Feyan only has he only has infantry and predator tanks, but much of his infantry, I think, have become veteran. He lost his, there it is. He just has a bulk of predator tanks. Feyan didn't even have to move so far behind. Nick is just doing good work with these choppers. He has 1 heroic. He had that one that's already in there for a while. Feyan is moving back his APCs. He should have left a couple over here just in case Jimmy wanted to come back. Oh, look at this. Daniel firing all the rockets. Maybe he can take out this Marv. They have to fire another barrage of rockets. Look, but they're taking so much. No. These juggernauts killed all of them. Yeah. These juggernauts of Vice. So nasty. There it is. Jimmy's still trying to fight back with 1 brave Hammerhead. But the Hammerhead also falls. Feyan and Nick continue to push forward. A couple of units from Matthew. Still trying to push forward and make a difference. But it's not, because there's anti-infantry here from these choppers. Especially from the heroic one. The heroic Hammerhead of Nick doing all the difference over here. Jimmy has been defeated. Base has been gone. Decimated. Vice. I think Vice was smiling there. He's like, the team on the south, they did well to hold out for as long as they could. But I think it was an economy game. They just didn't have enough economy because Matthew and Daniel, they held Feyan and Nick for a long time on this side. I think the economy made the difference because Feyan and Nick had more money. They could just make more troops and push here because Matthew wasn't harvesting this part and he wasn't harvesting this optimally, because now Matthew has this, but this should have been gone a long time ago. I think economy made the difference in this match. Economy made the difference. Feyan took these tib spikes over here. Look, these ones are not taken. These ones are not taken by the team on the south. I think economy was the difference in this match. Vice was maybe also the difference in this match because Vice could push with his giant steel talon army. Look at this combat engineer. This, look at this, is Vice's army. Look at all these behemoths. So these behemoths are unstoppable. If you just protect them with slingshots, then behemoths are almost unstoppable. So that is the match. I'm gonna stop it here. So we learned a lot. Let's move the screen a bit right to the center. So it was about economy in this match because everyone had the same chances, the same opportunities. Jimmy did a lot of hit and runs with his chopper, so well done, Jimmy. Everyone played well in this match. It was just the difference in economy that made all the difference. So I'm going to stop the match right here. Hope you learned some things, some new things. And thank you for watching another FeyanCnCtv. We'll see you next time.